Good day. Today we are conducting our first HSE topic with regard to the safe lifting and rigging at site. So in this video we will tell you how to execute the safe working practice at the construction site. This video help you and give you the idea how to mitigate the risk in the construction site. So this video will be 8 to 10 minutes. So this video will be very useful. Please, if you see properly, if you have any question, please stop and ask. So this is the crane. We are seeing crane. We saw the cranes in construction site. So the first major causes of the crane accidents in the construction sites, we have major accident and fatality due to the unsafe crane activity and accidents. So what is the reason? Contact with power lines. The boom is very high and we have overhead power lines. We are not looking that our boom will touch to the power lines. Okay. So some booms, some crane booms is touched to the overhead power line and accident is occurred. Overturn, fall and mechanical failure. Sometimes machine itself get the problems and it's failed. So this is the major causes of the crane accidents. Second thing, how do accident occur? How the crane accident will happen on the site? So the first thing is instability. The crane we are using, but before we are using the crane, we need the ground compaction. We need the outrigger fully extended. If we have the ground compactions, then we can extend the crane outriggers and then we can do our operation, our lifting activity. But some construction site might be the space is not enough. Where we have to do the lifting, the area is very short, maybe deep excavation close to the area. So the crane will not get the enough space to get the proper stability. Okay. So sometimes what these people are doing, they are bypassing the rules. They are not extending the fully outriggers on the crane. Just they are making short to execute the work. So the gravity of the center is not matched. That's why the crane is going for the accidents. Okay. So the ground stability is very important of the cranes. Second point, lack of the communications. Who is operating the crane? Crane operator. Yeah. Crane operator. And who is giving you the signal? Rigger. Might be rigger left, you are operating, but rigger is not doing his job. He is not giving you proper signal. Or might be he don't know how to give the proper signal. He want to lift the hook up, but he giving the wrong instruction to move down. So what will be happen? Accident will happen. So before we are doing the crane operation, crane operator should interact with the rigger and ask that he aware about the proper signaling or not. He is competent or not. And also the operator and rigger will be eye to eye contact. Okay? Not the rigger is very far away and he is blocking some structure or some other part is blocking his eye contact. So operator and the rigger should be eye contact each other to make the proper communications at all times during the operation. I already covered it, break of frames. Same, rigger don't know how to give the signal. Might be he want to make up, but he is giving the wrong signal, accident will happen. Okay? Because wrong judgment. The training means the person get competency. The competency means the knowledge will develop to make the right decision. If I am not competent, I am a rigger. I am not a competent people. I am not trained. How I will make the right decision? By luck, If get the right decision, it will go the right things. Otherwise, sure and 100% accident will happen. Okay. So training and competency is most important in the crane operations. Inadequate maintenance of inspections. Now, you are driving the crane, operating the crane, but oil is not changed. Some maintenance came on the sleeves, they are not changing. Some hook lock or dead wire system disturbed, need maintenance, not maintained. Not greasings. Your sleeve drums having some problems, they are not maintaining, they are not changing anything, just they are giving signal, okay, operate. Might be anti-two block device is not working, safety device is not working on the crane, but there are people forcing you, okay, go and do the work, go and do the work, but they are not maintaining the equipment. So what is the fault?
There is spare parts damage.
Yes. What is your fault? What will be happen? If the crane is not good, let's say you are driving the crane on the side, okay? The crane they are not maintaining. Some mistake is happening, some maintenance is required, which is very important, but they are not doing maintenance. And they are keep forcing you to operate the crane. What will be happen? Accident will happen. Accident will happen. 100% accident will happen. Okay? So maintenance and inspection is very important. Every lifting, after every lifting, you should, because you are the operator, you are having most accountability during the crane operation. You should go down from the crane and check surrounding the crane that during the operation all crane components are okay, not damaged. Then you have to go up and check upside also the crane that your sleeves, your drums, your signals, your safety devices all are in proper place, and your crane computers are giving you the right signal and all are is normal. If you find anything abnormal, immediately write down on the inspection checklist which you have and report to your immediate supervisor for maintenance. Okay? Until maintenance will not done, don't operate it, because it is going to be lead an accident. Okay? Who is at risk? When the construction site you are making the crane operation, okay? Who is at the risk? Who will affect?
Operator and rigger.
Operator and rigger, very good. Who else?
What?
No, you are operating the crane on the site. If any accident will happen, who will impact?
Supervisor.
You will, crane operator will impact, rigger will impact, and who people are near to the crane, these people will impact. Manager will not impact because manager is sitting in the office. Okay? So who are person nearby the crane or who is involved in the crane operation, they will impact it. Might be crane topple over, the boom will go and maybe kill two people. Operator, rigger, because they are very close and they are operating the systems. Okay? So these people are at risk. Definitions crane. You are all crane operator. You know very well what is the crane. The crane is the equipment which we are using to lift any object, okay, or lower any objects. Boom. This is the retractable sections which we are extending the boom to reach to the proposed area to lift any object. Brake to control the motion of the crane. Block is the slave drum pulley in the frame with hook eye. We will show the next photo. And jib. What is the jib? The fly jib, yes. What is the fly jib? The boom is like this, but we have to go further. So what we are doing, we are adding additional boom, it is called fly jib, to reach the enough height to the object. Okay. This is, if you can see, to here only, but we have to go more further top. So we put this section, we connect this flygate, this additional boom. This additional boom we connected, it is called flygate, because we increase the height of the boom. Might be our boom is reaching only 15 meters, but we need 18 meters. So we add this additional boom, it is called flygate. But we have to install the flygate with as per the manufacturer who make this crane as per the manufacturer guidelines. Not like this, just we are building and we are increasing the boom and we are not considering the basic fundamental of the cranes like radius, boom length and the load chart. So manufacturer is the one who making the load chart only. Okay. So at all time we have to consider the load chart manufacturer. Okay. How many types of the crane? 5 types. Mobile cranes, which you people are using every day at the site. Hydraulic one, which you are using, hydraulic cranes. Overhead cranes. Overhead cranes mostly you are putting in the buildings. And other area also, which is fixed one and which is using. Like a warehouse also. In the warehouse we have the overhead crane, which they are shifting the material inside the warehouse one place to another place. Okay. Gravity crane and tower crane. Crane hazards. Crane के what is the crane hazards? Means problems. What is the problem? Improper load ratings. Load ratings. Might be your computer of the crane is not giving you the right figures. The weight of the object may be 2 tons, but your crane computer is telling only 1 ton. So load is more, but he is giving wrong information to us. So what will be happen? This is also one risk. Anything can happen because we are not assessing the proper weight of the object. Excessive speed, no hand signals means triggered improper signals. Inadequate inspection and maintenance, the same things. The crane is having problems, but it is not properly maintained or rectifies the issues. Unguarded parts, like we have some rotating chains, but it is not guarded, means is not protected. Unguarded spring radius, working too close to the power lines, means you are working very close to the power lines. Suppose if you are focusing on the object, you are not looking on the boom because you are looking from the front. Might be little, if the rigger is giving the wrong signal, your crane boom will hit the power line. This is also risk. Improper exhaust systems means, what is the exhaust system? Which you are starting the engine, it is the smoke is coming out in the system. It's called exhaust system. Okay. Shattered windows. Now your crane, you have the operator cabin. An operator cabin should be open or closed? Huh? Window, very good. What about your head? The head top must be glass or closed? Must be glass. Because if you have the more opening your cabin, you can see maximum area. If your overhead operator cabin is covered, you cannot see what's going on. So this is the blind spot. So this is the risk. So while we are operating the crane, we should open all things. We saw some people are putting curtain on the glasses, but during the operation we should not put anything. We should open the whole cloth and obstruction on the cabin to see maximum. If you cannot able to see, what you will do? How you can operate it? Okay. So this is very important point. No step, guardrails and walkway. You see this is the big capacity of the crane, like 550 tons, 660 tons, and this crane having the big components and sleeves. So while you are going up, they have walkway on the crane. Okay, but this walkway should have the guardrails and all safety guards. No boom angle indicators. Some cranes, you know boom angles, 90 degree, 65 degree, 73 degree is indicating your computer system, right or not? Now it's computer system, but we should have the boom indicator on the physically on the boom. So from outside we can verify that you are working in the right, means computer and the manual are both are not verified. Okay. Or not using operators. Yes, you are having only crane, you have the tires, you are lifting the weight with the tires, you are not putting outriggers for the stability. So what will be happen? This is also the others. Accident will happen sure. Planning before startup. Before start the crane, how we will plan? The first of all, the concerned person should go to the proposed area where we have to fix the crane. So we have to decide we should fix the crane on this area. Ground stability we have to check it. After that we have to see the sizes. The crane might be go there, but outrigger will not fully extended because of the some other acceleration. So we have to see enough comfortable compaction area of the crane that the crane can fully extend the outriggers. Okay. Then what we have to check? We have to check overhead surroundings the area. Might be there is no power line. While we are operating, might be boom will hit to the power line. No overhead power line. Then what we have to check?
Surrounding area.
Surroundings area very good.
Overhead.
Overhead very good.
And
Compaction okay. After that. Okay, very good. We have to check what object we are going to be lift or store. So this object distance from the crane and the object, it is reaching under the safe working load or not. Might be you are parking crane here and 500 meter, how you will lift the object?
not possible.
Not possible. So we have to see the physical as per the crane load chart. Our boom is reaching, it is safe to lift this object or not. So this is very important things. This all things we have to do before executing the lifting activities. And the documentation work we have to do once we are visiting the site. We have to write each and everything on the papers. Based on the papers, we have to prepare the lifting plan. Okay. Competent person. Who is the competent person? Before I said starting, the competent person have knowledge to make the right decision. If I am the competent person, I have the ability to take the right decision. You are the crane operator. You are competent, you have the right decision, or you have the ability to check the crane is working in the safe mode or unsafe mode. You, not outside people, okay? If you are seeing any indicators or you feel this is unsafe, what you should to do?
No.
You have to immediately inform, suspend the activity, inform this is unsafe and it might be go for any risk or any accident. This is the definition of the competent person. Okay? Load capacity, speed warning. Load capacity. All people, all machines have their own capacity. Some cranes you saw 30 ton, 50 ton, 80 ton, 650 ton as per our requirement. Okay? Might be you are using 30 ton crane and actually we required 100 ton crane. It is possible to lift the weight for 30 ton crane by using 30 ton crane?
Not possible.
Not possible. Because
Accident.
yes, because
Obviously.
load is much, object is very heavy and our crane capacity is very less. I'm giving one example. I can take this remote for 10 minutes. Or you can say I can take the load for 10 kilo. I can lift 10 kilo on my hands. Okay, my capacity to lift the weight 10 kilo only. If someone will give me the 20 kilo, I can take it, I can lift it. What will be happen? I will be fall down. Same crane. So we have to check rated load capacity. The crane is capable to lift the object or not. Okay, as per the manufacturer load chart. Operating systems, special hazards and warning. You have the computer system. How many times computer is giving you warning? While boom is going very extended, much extended, and you are continuously putting your slips in down, means manhook you are putting down. If you are auxiliary hook or manhook, both hook you are putting down with full extend boom, you will receive the warning letter on your system. Right? This is the control measures that you are going to do something very wrong. So that's why they are giving the warning system. So we have to understand the all warning system on the crane, that what warning system is giving and where is the fault. If we don't know the fault and warning system, what will be happening? Accident. Because crane give the alarm, give the warning, we did not understand, we are not competent, we are not understood, and at least what will be happen? Accident. Yes. Know weight of the load. You know how to assess the weight. Before lifting, we have to pre-lift the load. Okay. Load chart, just they are mentioning only 2 tons, but the practically or physically the load is much more. Let's say you have the bundle of the rebar. In the bundle of the rebar, there is no fixed load. Manufacturer is not giving any loads. Okay. So you are have to lift the bundle of the rebar. How you will know what is the weight of the this rebars? So you have to do pre-lift, means you have to fix this crane and a small lift above from the ground, and you check the weight on the computers, and then what we assess before lifting, we have to cross verify the. Okay. Load limiting factors. Load limiting factors. Each crane inbuilt with the system which is for safety. If your boom is going to lift excess weight or beyond the crane capacity load or above the boom, there is anti-two block system. Some people are saying limit switch. Okay, it will be touch and what will be happen?
Fall down, accident.
The crane is neutral. The limit switch, once this limit switch touch on the manhook, what will be happen? The crane automatically stop. You cannot lift more, you cannot lift. Why we make the bypass system? Then how we will operate? We have to do the crane bypass system mode. Then only we can operate it.
Yes.
Why we need the bypass system? Let's say your weight is in the air and they hit on the access the limit. Anti-two block, the limit switch is working and the crane is stopped. No more movement. How you will come down this weight? So we have the system to bypass the crane and lower the weight to the ground. That's it. Okay. And we have to do the reassessing of the area again to do the same task. Mobile plant, lifting plants. This is very important. While we are fixing the crane, we have to, means you have to go down and you have to check each crane, both sides, left and right, they have some central gauge. Even you have the central gauge in your operating cabin. Okay, so before you are fixing, you must check your crane in the center. Ground compaction is okay. Center of the gravity of the crane is well maintained. You have one gauge in your cabin, okay? You are going up. While you are up or lift any object, you see might be one area outrigger little sink or penetration on the ground. You will get the indication on the operating claim itself. So, ground stability, gravity or compaction of the ground must be ensured at all time. Load example 30 ton cranes. I am giving you the same things before as I said. If the crane is working, radius, boom length and degree, very good. And the object load, 30 is load. Okay. If we put the crane is here and object 300 meter far away, it is possible?
Not possible.
Okay, it is closer than 200 meter possible?
200 meter.
200 meter.
Maybe.
Boom length how much of the crane? 35. Let's say 40 meter. So 200 meter, how you reach there? How you bring this boom? So your boom length is 35 to 40 meter according to your crane. So you can lift the base or object according to boom length. But you must ensure your radius. Closer than you have the big capacity. Far than you have the less capacity. So always we have to see our radius and the boom length. Okay, it is capable or not? Might be you have 2 ton weight, but you are putting radius 16 meter. As per the manufacturer load chart, 16 meter radius and 35 meter boom height, you can lift only 1 ton. So how possible you can going to lift 2 ton? Not possible, right? So we have to always ensure the load chart. The same load chart is coming your computers. Whatever they put it on your glass, the load chart, the same load chart in your computer, which is automatic calculating and giving you this is safe or unsafe. Okay. Improper load, that much big load we have, but we put the slings on one corner only. So how the load can go up safely or not?
No.
What will be happening?
Hold on.
Hold on. Same things is happening. They are not making the load or they are not maintaining center of the gravity of the weight. So one side, what will be happening? Accident. See, what will be happening? Topple over. One side will finish. You cannot say your boom outrigger not extended, fully extended, but topple over. Why turnover? Why turnover? Because the load which they are
One side.
lifting, it is unsafe. They are not maintaining the or they are not fixing the proper weight and not maintaining the gravity. That's why one side weight came on one side, so crane will also turn over on one side. See? See again, as I said, people are operators sitting here. It is not possible to see at all time that what is happening in this area or what is happening in other area. Whose responsibility? Rigger. Rigger will tell you the right things that you are close or far. If your boom is very close or rigger is giving the wrong instruction, what will be happening? Your boom will touch to the power line. That's why we call operator and the rigger who giving the signal must be competent, who have ability to make the right decision. This is the signaling as usual daily basis we are using during the lifting activities. Yes. What is this?
Change.
But there is no guard.
Unguarded.
Unguarded. So this is risk or not? If you are going up to check, or any cloth will come, your hands will come, your leg will come. accident will happen or any other object will come. What is this? This is the big crane you are operating. But the swing radius, what is the swing radius? The boom where is the counterweight is moving 360 degree. This area must be properly barricaded and no one should come to the radius area. What will be happen? So many accidents happen. Why? Because the radius area in the back side, it is a blind spot. Because operator cannot see and the people are standing here or close to this area. Once he will move the boom, this will hit the people. Okay? Because this is a blind spot. We cannot check. Or maybe rigger, now it is, you can see this is some kind of the building and the rigger might be other area or this area. We cannot see the both area. 360 degree. So might be some people will come close to the crane and same time you turn the boom, this person will crash. So many accidents happen. So that's why the swing radius, make sure swing radius will 100% barricaded. Okay, this is your responsibility. This is your operating cabin. As I said before, it should be very clear. It should be very clear and open. Nothing should be in the operating cabin. Why? Because we can see maximum area. If this is covered, we cannot see. This blind spot will come. So this, what happened? The windshield is broken. So once the windshield is broken, we cannot see properly. Okay? So once we cannot see properly, means we cannot judge the load that we are doing the right thing. So what will be happen? Accident will happen again. The same things. This is the ladders. Why this is the ladders we are putting? This is a big crane ladders. It is mostly you can see the big crane. So this crane, they having the very big components as I said before. So you can climb on the by the ladders to reach to the top side of the crane safely. And as I said, this is a big crane. We should have the walkway, and the walkway we should have this guardrail system. If anybody, your boom is there, this is different pictures, don't be confused. This is while we are erecting or we are loading. Let's say you are lifting for this. This is the ropes, you are lifting the weights. But someone
stand down.
Underneath the weight, what will be happen in case if our wire will broke or something going wrong here, the weight will come up or go down?
Down.
The weight will come down.
Yeah.
Once the weight will come down, what will be happen to this person?
Accident.
He will die. Accident, isn't it? Accident will happen. So, while we are loading any suspended load, no one should come in this radius. And no one should stand underneath the suspended load. Because we don't know what time what will be happening. Okay, this is like a machine only. It can be failed any time. No guarantee. So this is the load indicators, and we are seeing boom angle indicators, as I said before. What is this?
Supporting surface.
What is this? This is right?
Yeah.
This is outriggers.
Outrigger pad.
But this is not outrigger pad. This is simply just they put some kind of the piece of the wood. This is wrong. Whatever the size of the outrigger, we should have outrigger pad bigger than. Okay? Why bigger than? It will not penetration of the ground. If it is a less than, it will be penetration. Okay? To make the stability. This is the pulley. What is this? Pulley. Pulley, which we have pulley on the top. Also we have the pulley in the manhole. Might be this pulley damaged from here. And the wire is close to there. What will be happening? While you are making up and down, pulley will move. Same rope, this also will move. So what will be happen due to this damage? This rope will also damage. So our crane will be damaged. Okay, so accident will be happening. So we have to check the pulley will not damage from anywhere. It's smooth. This is the chain. This is the wire rope, metal mesh, and synthetics. You know this one. The crane, you can see this is the boom of the crane. And this is the other part of the crane and the material. What is happened? Accident happened. Why accident happened? Crane was not inspected and tripped over. Not inspected. Did not, nobody checked the crane. So while he is operating, he tripped and fall. Accident. What to inspect? We are moving on the crane and crane is moving on the tires. So first of all we have to see the tires. The tires, all tires are good condition, not damaged, having good air. If you have the puncture of the tire, you can move the crane? No.
No.
So first of all we have to see the tire condition. Then what we have to check? Then we have to move around. We can check any physical damage. Might be your windshield broken. Somebody hit or your windshield while you are operating it is broken. Might be side mirror. You have rear view mirror. It is also breaking or somebody storing. Okay. Or might be some physical damage. So you have to check, go around 360 degree, check one by one, everything is okay. Then you sit in the engine. Operator came in, driver came in, start the crane, and you can see. If you see any problem of the engines or any abnormality, you have to go and check that what is the real problems. Okay? Every day. What is this?
Damage wire.
This is damage bias. We can do the activity? No. What we have to do? Immediately we have to make out from the service. Why? Why you have to make out the service?
Because it's damaged.
Yes, because it's damaged, it can anytime it can fail and people accident will happen. To prevent that accident, we have to remove from the service. See,
Same thing.
same thing. See the blocks. You can see the damages. So these all things we have to look very properly and as a responsibility. Not like just we will see and class, okay, everything okay, nothing will be happening. No, we have to check everything very. This is small things, but it can prevent you. It can save your life. It can save the equipment, property. It can save others. Same as I said, tires, trainings. I like any other people. Let's say operator not came. Any other people, supervisor will go tell the labor, okay, go and operate the crane. Can one labor can operate the crane?
No.
Because you don't know what is the system, where is the lever, how to operate, how to use, how to make the adjustment. We don't know. So we need the competent person who know about the cranes, who know about the job. The summary. So the summary: and unstable load, lack of communication, lack of training and inadequate maintenance or inspection are major contributors to the crane accident. This is what we are talking. This is now final summary. So why accident happened? Why accident happened? Because of the instability, means ground not compacted. Okay, outriggers not fully extended. Or what else? Might be rigger is giving wrong signal.
Yes.
As I said, maybe he is don't know, he is giving wrong signal, so this is not your fault, rigger fault. Okay. Then competency of the operator, means operator don't know how to operate the crane. Okay. So, or what is the main things? Inspection and maintenance. So if we have any problem in the crane but we are not inspecting our side, means we are not looking, and we are not maintaining the equipment, we don't know how to operate the crane, means not competency or not properly trained the operators, wrong signal giving by the riggers, ground is not compacted, or the outriggers is not fully extended. This is the main contributor for accident. What will be happen? Accident will happen if we are not looking this out. Operator or others working in the area can be victim of the stuck-up and the caught in injury. As I said, in the crane, if any failure of the crane, maybe topple over the crane, who will infected, who people are working, operator, rigger, supervisor, or who people are involved in the area for the lifting operations. Okay, these people will making problem and get injured. Or might be some visitors and they bypass. Okay, they can also. A contact with proper power lines causes many accidents. The crane accident also happen. The boom is touched with the power line. Okay, because operator cannot make the judge and the rigger or supervisor don't give the right decision, not making right decision. They are saying come very far. Suddenly this boom is stuck. So many accidents will happen for this. A competent person must inspect the crane regularly to ensure it is proper order. Competent person. Who is competent person? As I said, who people have capability to make the right decision. So who should inspect the crane? Who know about the crane? Who can make decision? Yes, this is damaged or this is not damaged. Okay? If the people don't know this is damaged or not damaged, he cannot make decision. We should not tell it is not competent person. So who will inspect the crane? By the competent person who have ability to make the right decision, to inspect the crane, to ensure the crane is properly fit for the operations. Okay? Planning and training will reduce accidents. How we can reduce the accident? Proper planning. Not only 1 hour we got, okay, suddenly we will go and we will lift this one. Not. We need proper planning. Tomorrow we have planned for the lifting this object. As I said in the middle, we have to go to the construction site, see the ground stability, area, the distance from the object to the crane, and this all mandatory requirement we have to plan properly. If we are planning properly, or we are giving the right person, means trained person, then what will be happening for this exercise? We will reduce the accidents. Accident will not happen. Thank you. Any question? Any questions? If you have any problem with the English, you can speak your own language. I can make. आप अपनी खुद की लैंग्वेज बोल सकते हैं, कुछ डाउट है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है। तो एंड ऑफ द लास्ट मैं आपसे यही प्रे करूँगा, गुजारिश करूँगा, रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा, आप जहाँ कहीं भी लिफ्टिंग का, क्रेन का काम करें, प्रॉपर तरीके से करें। अभी आपको एक आइडिया आ गया, आप किसी दूसरे आदमी के भरोसे मत रहिए। आप एक बार चालू करने से पहले क्रेन को चारों तरफ घूमिए, क्रेन के ऊपर जाइए, उसके पूरे कंपोनेंट देखिए, नीचे से पूरे कंपोनेंट देखिए, पूरी क्रेन को देखिए कि क्रेन सेफ है या नहीं। ओके, उसको देखने के बाद ही आप अपना काम कीजिए। और साइड पे जाए, जहाँ आप क्रेन खड़ा कर रहे हैं वहाँ देखें आप है ना स्पेस है या नहीं है। ऐसा तो नहीं है एक्सीवेटेड हो रहा है और आपने बिल्कुल एज ऑफ द एक्सीवेटेड एरिया के आपने क्या रख दिया, अपना आउटलेट रख दिया, क्या होगा? एक्सीडेंट हो जाएगा। ओके, तो कंस्ट्रक्शन वाले लोग प्रेशर डालेंगे, आपको नहीं सुनना है, आपको राइट डिसीजन देना है। क्यों राइट डिसीजन देना है? क्योंकि आप कॉम्पिटेंट पर्सन है। कॉम्पिटेंट पर्सन हैव अथॉरिटी टू मेक द राइट डिसीजन। आप कॉम्पिटेंट पर्सन है, आपको फुल राइट है। ओके, थैंक यू।
फाइंड इट।